Love is very, very important in even our normal relationship with others. Love is important. But we are always focusing on the love that will sustain our relationships, especially marriage for a long time. Now, I've often heard people say, is love enough? What keeps a marriage? What makes it work? Is it love? Or is it not love? Now, in this video, of course, I want to agree with all those people that are saying that love is not enough to keep marriage going. Okay? There are other things that you need to make that marriage work. Love will be there, but there are other things. So if you are really, really crazily in love with somebody now, of course, you have ticked that love good. You love him, you love him, you love her, and of course there is love. Now, there are other things I want you to now start checking. And in this video, I am going to be sharing some compatibility tests that you can just, carry out between the both of you to know if, apart from love, do we really have what it takes to live together for the next 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, till death do us part. This is Glow the Canny Marriage School. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Glory, and I'm just interested in helping other women and men out there to choose the right partner for themselves. And if anybody is married and comes across me or comes to me, I can only assist you to keep you, staying there until you just don't have any other option but to run away. Yes, there are some times when you just have to run. You can't take it anymore, especially when it has to do with your life or your marriage. It's not about life or money. Yeah, no. Your life or your marriage. So in such situations, you're going to choose your life. So that's the times when you just have to run. And if you call me at that time or during that time to come and help you pack, I am there for you. Okay, but now we are really focused on making, helping the unmarried to choose right. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. It's just a fun time. It's just sharing things, things that will help us to choose the right life partner for us, not the one that will, should we say, mar you instead of making you. So in this video right now, as we are jumping into, is going to focus on compatibility tests. We've said love is a go. You love him, he loves you, you love her. Okay, now we have accepted there is love. Now, apart from love, let us check other things to see if you guys can really live together as two people in one house, have children, train them, grow old together, and maybe when death start calling. Okay, so these are the things we're going to do. Now, if you have your pen, you have your paper, you can just write it down, and after this video, go and do it. Don't be saying it doesn't matter and everything. This is your marriage and it's your life. So after this video, go and do it with your partner now. So let's jump into the first one: value compatibility test. I have taken my time to list them out here, so I'll just be telling you. You can now check. Maybe you just write them down just like I did, so I don't miss anything. Okay, now to check if you guys are compatible, maybe if your values are compatible. Yeah, I just want you to see this, answer this question separately. What matters most to you? Ask him, or ask her. What matters most to you? Is it your family? Is it your career, faith, freedom, money? So this person will answer, you will answer your own. The second question is, what does a successful life look like to you? Why is this very important? I had someone who said he wanted to marry me in those years, and he told me that the kind of life he wanted to live was when he makes some money, he will go to a very remote village and build a house and live quietly with his wife and start raising chickens. You can imagine that. Me like this, I don't want to go to any remote place to go and raise chicken. So, that means we were not compatible, like our values, or, it was not compatible. Okay, so ask this person, what does a successful life look like to you? Is it going to the remote place? Some of you now, you are planning to fly abroad and you are planning to go here, go there, and you are dating someone who wants to go back to the village. Especially a woman, you're dating a man whose plan is to retire to the village maybe by 40 years. You better ask and find out. Okay, the next question is, what values would you never compromise on? You just have to be sure. Okay, if this thing they will compromise on is what you can never accept, please, 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 that means you guys are not compatible. Don't forget the things I've listed here. What matters to you? Ask your spouse. Is it your family, career, faith, freedom, money? Why is family going to come up? There are people who don't want to see extended families, and maybe you are a family-oriented person. Now there's going to be a very, continuous clash in that relationship. Is either you compromise or there will be chaos in the marriage. So that's the first one: value compatibility test. I know this is interesting, right? Okay. Now, why do I think that you really need to ask? Because attraction fades, but value keeps you guys together. When you have something you have in common, the things that are important to you and they are common, oh my God, that means you guys will work together to always achieve them, all right? The next compatibility test is conflict resolution test. Yes, very, very important. Watch my last video where I was mentioning some green flags you need to look out for to be sure that relationship is going to last, long and healthily. I mentioned something about conflict resolution. Now, try and do this test, okay? Conflict resolution test. Now, these are the questions you guys are going to ask each other. Did we listen? You analyze your last argument, both of you. The last argument you had, did you listen or attack each other? Like, did everybody calm down to listen to the other person, or did you just end up attacking the other person? Did we solve the problem, or we just won the argument? Somebody can say, all right, let me just keep quiet. This person will win. Just argue, oh yeah, win. Let peace reign. No. That's not a good one, because if the party who did not win the argument is somebody who bears grudges, that means that thing is still in their mind. And if they keep counting it for you, one day they're going to explode. They will not even implode, they will explode on you. So think, did you resolve it, or one person just won? Then was there respect? How even the other person, how did they put their point across to you, or how did you put your point across to them? Were you insulting each other? I mean, now using abusive words and raising voices. Find out. Sit down and ask yourself these questions. Then you know if you pass this conflict resolution test. Now let's go to the third test. This one is communication style test. Everybody keeps saying it. If you go online now, everybody say communication. When you guys have issues, everybody be saying it's communication issue, there's communication gap. Oh, communication is raining everywhere. Now let's do the test. Now that you've not won this ring, okay? Let's find out if you guys communicate very well. So what do? Let your partner or yourself explain something in 3 minutes, and then let the next partner summarize what they heard from you. I mean, just explain something, maybe a stressful situation or something that is bothering you and everything. Then tell your partner to summarize what you just explained, and then you now check if the person actually paid attention, or if they really understood how you felt. Because sometimes this communication gap, communication this, communication that, is maybe when when a partner is trying to express maybe how they feel, and the other partner is just like being casual about it. So you guys can test it now. Try to explain something that stressed you, and now let your partner summarize and find out how this thing, maybe how it went down, and how they felt about it. Did they understand you, or you yourself, were you satisfied about how they understood it, or how they treated you during that period? The fourth compatibility test I want you to do is money mindset compatibility test. The purpose of this test is to check financial alignment. Why is financial alignment very important in marriage? It's causing a lot of issues. And even in the Bible, Amos 3:3 says, can two work together except they agree? And money is the root of every issue, because the love of money, sorry, not money per se, the love of money. So if you don't fix this compatibility test now to find out whether you guys are, going to have issues about money, it's going to really crop up when you are married. Now, how do you check this? Just discuss things like saving versus spending habits. Some people like to spend all they make, while some people like to save. Debt tolerance. If you're a woman and your man or your husband likes to owe everybody to the extent you won't even bring out in fact, you can't walk one street from beginning to the end without being called to pay debt. I don't know if you're going to tolerate that. Another one is financial goals. What do you think you guys should do with money? Is it buy land, build house, or travel, flexing, or do business expansion? All these things you have to talk about it. Then another one is, who manages the money? Is it the most prudent person? Is it the man because he's the head, or is it the woman because he's a woman? Or are you guys, will you guys accept that the most prudent person between you manages the money? This is why you just have to do or discuss this compatibility test. Now in life, we have extroverts and introverts. We have women or men who loves to hang out all the time. Then we have these people that they don't like noisy places, they don't like all those hanging out and going to clubs and everything. Now, you just have to find out, and that is bringing me to my number 5th compatibility test, and that is lifestyle or daily life compatibility test. Now, some of the things you are going to discuss in this compatibility test is if your partner or your prospect is a social person or a private person. You just got to find out. How do you people spend weekends? Is it that your spouse wants to stay indoors and rest, but you feel that weekends should be spent hanging out, going to clubbing with friends and everything? Now, there's another one that has to do with morning or night person. There are people who don't sleep at night, but in the morning they want to sleep till 10. There are people who wakes up by 5 every day. Immediately it's 7 o'clock in the night, they are sleeping, or 8 o'clock. All these things you guys have to check. It's not when you end up marrying, each other, the husband will be complaining, my wife sleep till 9 a.m. Or the wife will be complaining, why is it that this man doesn't like sleeping on time? When I wake up, I want to give him breakfast, he's still lying in bed. You see, all these things will might be irritating you or bringing little conflicts here and there. And before you know it, you guys will kill the love you had for each other. So you just have to find out, check. If he is a night person, you are a morning person, and you insist on marrying, then you guys have to, have a middle ground. Everybody has to be tolerated in this. It's your life, it's his life. So these are the things that you cannot help. Okay, so that's why you just need to find out these things before you jump in, go and call the public to come and just witness your wedding, and after there is issues everywhere. So you find out, is this person a social person or a private person? If it's a social person and you are not, you just have to see, okay, you like going out, I like staying indoors. How do we handle this? Will it cause issues? The point is, if you know she is not already comfortable going about all those places or hanging out, from the beginning, you will now understand when she said she can't go, why she is reluctant. And it doesn't have to cause issues. See, love is not this abstract thing that comes in or jumps in. No, it lives in your daily habits, daily lifestyle, and the things you guys do on a daily basis. Those are the things that portray whether you are in love, whether you are compatible, or whether you're going to enjoy a long-lasting relationship. The next compatibility test you guys have to take is stress and crisis compatibility test. How do you manage stress? How do you manage crisis? Now, what are you going to think about? In fact, you're going to reflect on how did you support each other when you had an incident that was stressful, maybe the man or a woman, did you grow closer or you now pulled away? People don't know how to manage stress. Like I told you previously, some people might just be transferring aggression on their partner without knowing it. So this is something you really have to test. If your partner doesn't handle stress well, or when there is crisis, they are so disorganized, they start, transferring aggression or they pull away and everything. Find out now so that you know how to handle it if it arises. Look, I keep emphasizing this. The only thing you can change in a human being is a behavior that he or she learns. If it is something that is inbuilt or something that has developed over time, it will be very difficult to change. So that's why you really need to know ahead of time. When he or she starts exhibiting it, you now know how to handle it. The truth is, when they say that marriage is partnership, partnership is not about just maybe pulling your resources, maybe financial resources together to buy a house or to buy a car or to do one investment or the other. No, partnership comes to play even under pressure. When maybe either of you is under pressure, this is another place where partnership is important and where you need to show that partnership. It's not about money alone. The number 7th test is the growth and future vision compatibility test. First of all, ask your partner now that you've not married him or her, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Another one is, you will now ask yourself, what kind of partner do I want to become? And what kind of partner do I want to have in this my growth and future vision? Okay, if you don't share it, somebody may come up one day and say, I want to become this. This is what I want to become. And you say, I don't want to marry somebody who is going to become like, if you're a woman and then one day you now tell your husband, I want to become a politician, and he'll be like, I never planned to marry a politician wife. Or he will now say, I want to become a pastor, and she'll be like, I don't want to be a pastor's wife. You see, so you sit down and ask, what is your vision? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? If it is compatible with your own, by all means go ahead. But if you don't want to be a native doctor's wife in the next 5 or 10 years, you better find out what they are planning. Remember the story I told you? The man who told me he wants to go to a remote village and establish himself, train chicken and attend Bible study. I said, that's not the kind of life I want for myself. And I ran away like as if demons were chasing me. You and I know that everybody handles emotions differently. Some people are usually so clingy. Some people are usually so anxious. Some people are usually so fearful. Like, every individual has the way they react to different emotions. Now that brings me to the 8th compatibility test, and that is attachment style awareness test. And this is to understand emotional patterns of your partner. What you have to find out is, are they secure? Some people are always feeling insecure. If a little thing happens, they'll start feeling insecure. That's why you see some ladies, they'll start thinking, he doesn't love me again. If he's behaving like this, that means I'm not loved and everything. And you see that they are usually so insecure. Maybe a little thing, they call you didn't pick, they will think you don't love them anymore. Then there are people who are usually so anxious. A little thing like this, they are so, anxiety has taken over them. They are so anxious, in fact, for nothing. This is just how they are. Then we have people who avoid issues. Number one person is me. I prefer to avoid than to confront. I can't help it. Some people are confrontational, but personally, I am the avoidant type. So if you expect me to confront and maybe we start fighting and dig it out and everything, you're wasting your time. But there are ladies who confront. I mean, whatever it is, they are confrontational, but people like us, we avoid. So you just have to know how your partner handles these things. Now, there are fearful avoidant, they are scared, that's why they avoid. So these people are always afraid of maybe issues, afraid of things, and they will rather dodge or they will rather hide behind you than, it's not just about issues, or it could be situations or anything. So you need to find out the way you guys react emotionally, and the need for this, and why is it necessary is because when you understand this, it will reduce blame and improve empathy. You don't start blaming the next person, but you understand. Empathy means understanding how they feel. If you've not seen that, okay, this person is confrontational, or this person is the avoidant, or this person feels insecure, or this person feels secure, and you now know how to understand them when they start exhibiting those their unique idiosyncrasy. The number 9th test you have to take is respect and boundary test. This is so important. Don't always ever feel that your partner is there maybe to serve you, or your partner is there to provide everything you want. You know what I mean by that? Look, we are all individuals. We grew up in different backgrounds and we have our different perspectives and opinion about everything. So this respect and boundary test is very, very important. I respect you, you respect me. Everybody deserves respect. Even the Bible says that you honor and respect your wife too. So it's not just about the men wanting or deserving respect. Even the women want and deserve it. So you need to take this respect and boundary test. Everybody has to respect each other's boundaries. So what is the need for this test is to ensure your emotional safety. And what are the things you just have to ask yourself or ask your partner? You now talk about, are my boundaries respected? You ask yourself or your partner, you guys analyze this together. Can I say no without fear? Like if he says do this or if she says do this, can I say no without being afraid that maybe the relationship is going to break, or maybe he is going to get so angry with me? Or then you talk about, do I feel valued even when we disagreed? Yes, because I said no, or I don't want to do this, am I still valued? Or because I've said no now, he doesn't want me again, or she doesn't see me as a man again? No. You guys have to take this test and know. He said love without respect becomes control. If you are not respecting your spouse, be you the man or the woman, it is now control. When people, sometimes women think it's only men that are controlling. There are women who are so controlling and they overdo things. I mean, you come outside and you confront a man outside and you want him to maybe bow to you or succumb to you. It gets irritating. Or you as a man, you want the woman to agree to everything you say. Even when you're crossing her boundary, even when she has the right to say, no, I don't want this, and you are supposed to respect it, you want her to succumb and bow because you are the man. No, any love that has no respect for, the next person, or respect for the next person's boundary, is control. This feeling of, having these butterflies in your stomach because you are in love is a good thing. But remember what I said, long-lasting relationship needs more than that. You need peace and you need calm. I mean, I told you earlier that a home is your partner that gives you peace of mind. So that brings me to the 10th compatibility test, and that is the silence test. How do you try this? Don't use your phone. Let your partner drop his or her phone, and then you could just stay together. You can cuddle, you can just sit down around, you can just stay and see if you are relaxed in the presence of your spouse. Don't press your phone. Don't start talking when you don't feel like talking. Just stay. Let there be this peaceful, quiet harmony in the presence of each other and see if it works. If you think you have to fill in that quietness with forced conversation that you don't even feel like talking and everything, that means you guys have failed that silence compatibility test. It's not about drama, acting to impress all the time, talking to feeling long silence and everything. No, it's about calmness, tranquility, and peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, when you are so stressed, you need to have this opportunity to come home and relax. And even though your partner is there, you don't really need to force yourself to do things that you don't want to do. There you have it with our 10 compatibility tests to prove or to test or to check if you are going to enjoy a long-lasting relationship with another human being. Look, courtship, dating, those ones you can act anyhow. I mean, if they get you upset, you can just walk away. But when you have said I do, and when kids are involved, it's not always easy to walk away. It takes grit, it takes determination and faith and strength to to take such decisions. That's why I'm always advocating, choose right, choose right, choose right. Don't take these things for granted. I don't play. Remember, your marriage partner is so important in your life, because this person can make you, break you, or even mar you for life. I mean, so this is not something you just, because somebody said I love you, you jump, hey, he loves me, oh, she loves me, and then you take them to the altar and then sign yourself into a lifetime of regret and disappointment. So take this compatibility test. Just sit down and discuss them and see if it will work. If it will not work, it's better to walk away now than when you have already said I love you. I will be seeing you in my next video. And go to the comment section and share your own experience with us. We would love to hear from you.